You know, a successful hotel is so much more than just a building, right? It's really a complex, living organization. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the 5 essential pillars that make up the foundation of any truly great hospitality enterprise.
Hello and a very warm welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert and I've spent years in modern hospitality operations and performance support. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We're really looking forward to supporting your professional growth in this amazing industry.
All right, let's jump right in. What we're going to do today is basically build a blueprint for a successful hotel piece by piece. We'll kick things off with the big picture, the world of hospitality. Then we'll nail down the core mission, explore different business models, cover the all-important rules of the house, and finally, find your hotel's North Star, that guiding principle for long-term success.
Okay, first things first, we need to establish our sense of place. I mean, a hotel never exists in a vacuum, does it? So the big question is, where do we actually fit within this vast, dynamic world of hospitality?
Now that definition seems simple enough, but the reality, it's way more complex. Think of a hotel as the central hub in a much larger ecosystem. You've got tourism, dining, recreation, all swirling around it. And here's the key insight. Great leaders don't just manage their hotel. No, they manage its place within that entire ecosystem. That means building partnerships, anticipating travel trends. It's a much bigger game.
Okay, so we've got our environment down. Now let's turn our focus inward. If that whole ecosystem is the where, then our core mission, well, that's the what. What is it that we're fundamentally trying to achieve day in and day out?
It's really a dynamic balancing act. I want you to think of these not as separate goals, but as interconnected gears in a machine. They all have to work together. I mean, you can't generate sustainable revenue without creating memorable experiences, right? And you can't deliver those amazing experiences without super efficient operations. And none of it, absolutely none of it works unless you deeply, truly understand your target audience right from the very start.
So what's the bottom line here? It's this. Your success totally hinges on balancing that financial performance with an absolutely unforgettable guest journey. It's not a choice. It's not one or the other. It's about seeing how excellence in one area directly fuels success in the other. And honestly, mastering that balance, that is the very essence of great hotel management.
All right, so we've got our mission locked in. The next logical question is, how do we structure the business to actually achieve it? Because believe me, the operating model you choose has huge implications for everything, from your branding right down to the tiny decisions you make every single day.
Okay, let's break this down, because what's really cool here is how it lays out 3 totally distinct pathways. First, you've got the franchise model. This lets you tap into an established brand for instant recognition. Then there's the management contract, where an owner basically hires outside experts to run the show. And finally, you have the independent route, where you have complete and total control. The key takeaway? It's all about the trade-off. It's a strategic choice you have to make between the raw brand power of a big franchise and the complete creative freedom you get as an independent.
You know, it doesn't matter which of those models you choose. At the end of the day, every single great hotel is built on a foundation of trust. And that trust, it isn't given, it's earned. And you earn it by rigorously, consistently upholding your legal and ethical responsibilities.
Now, this might just look like a checklist, but I want you to see it for what it really is, the non-negotiable framework for a safe and secure environment. These aren't just obstacles to business. They're the very structures that allow a hotel to operate responsibly. But you know what? Behind all these rules, there's a single, powerful, unifying principle.
And this quote, this really gets to the heart of it all. See, this isn't just about a legal obligation. It's a moral one. The well-being of every single person who walks through your doors. I'm talking about your team and your guests. That is the ultimate priority. That's what gives all those regulations their real meaning. I like to think of compliance as a shield. It's there to protect your most valuable and, honestly, your most fragile assets. What are they? Your guests' safety, your team's welfare, and the reputation you work so incredibly hard to build every single day. And let me tell you, in this industry, reputation is absolutely everything. Okay, so let's recap. We've figured out our place in the world. We know our mission. We've chosen a business model, and we've laid down our ethical foundation. So now what? How do we tie all these pieces together and guide our team forward? Well, what you need is a North Star. And this is where your mission and your vision become absolutely critical. Let's make this simple. Your mission is your why. It's the promise you make to your guests today. Something like, to provide a home away from home.
Your vision, on the other hand, is your where. It's your big, long-term aspiration, what you're striving to become. For example, to be the leading provider of luxury accommodations in our market. So one defines who you are right now, the other charts the course for who you're going to be.
And please, whatever you do, don't mistake these for just some words on a wall. They are not corporate decoration. This is your strategic compass. It's the tool you'll use to navigate that tricky balancing act we talked about earlier. When you're faced with a tough choice, you just have to ask, does this align with our mission? Does this move us closer to our vision? It's that simple. And what it does is provide incredible clarity and unite your entire team around a single shared purpose.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to really think about. We've just built the blueprint, right? We've gone from understanding the entire industry all the way to defining your ultimate purpose. So now I want you to make it personal. Take a moment. Imagine your future. What will be the vision for the very first hotel you lead?